we gotta continue the flip. So, let's get some speed, altitude, flip, roll, flip. Oh, lost video. Shit. That's not good.
Telemetry lost.
Alright, let's go find it. Fuck. I think it was this direction. Hello, Mr. Drone. Where are you? Oh, the lawnmower's down there, so we gotta beat him. I'll make it in here. How funny would that be? There's no fucking way. Fucking lost video. Without even hitting anything. Now it's just fucking gone. What the fuck, guys? Found it. Right by the fucking tree that I put my fucking bag and skateboard down at, and then walked right around everywhere else. Fuck. What time is it? 11:54. I'm pretty sure I was looking for this for like an hour. Maybe more.
God, has that ever happened to you? Tell me I'm not the only one. Where you just fly your drone in a wide open field and you go down in the grass and then it just disappears. Oh, I almost gave up on that. I was on my way back to the car when I finally came across the drone upside down in the grass, where it just vanished completely. So we're gonna make sure that never happens again. But just doing a couple things. Super easy. We're gonna start by painting it fluorescent orange. That way, if it is upside down in the grass, we at least have a nice bright orange X we can see. And then we are going to install the Tune RC buzzer. That way we can actually have a nice loud beep that we can just go right to the beep and find it no problem. With those two things, we should never lose this again unless we, obviously go down in somewhere that it's unrecoverable. If you do that, it's gone. No matter how bright or how loud you make it, it's gonna be gone. But let's go back to the bench and get this taken apart, get it ready for paint. Let's do it. All right, now that we have the bottom of the frame apart from all the electronics and the top plate and the camera, now we're just gonna scuff it up with some 220 sandpaper. Just give the paint a little bit better chance to adhere. All right, with it sanded, now we're just gonna take some alcohol, clean it off, make sure it's nice and clean. All right, now that it is all clean, now we can mask off all the parts that we don't want paint, mostly just the motor mounts and the stack screws, and then the tops of the standoffs. And I'm just gonna use a bit of hot glue for that. So, and this should just peel right off after the paint has dried. At least I hope it does. That's the plan. All right, and now we are ready to go paint. All right, so we have it all set up on a hook inside of a box. Again, we are using bright neon orange. We're just gonna start coating it. All right, we'll leave that for the first coat. Come back for a second coat. All right, so painting's going a little less than ideal. Probably should have sanded it a bit more to have the paint stick a little bit better. So I'm just doing a bunch of coats. It's gonna be pretty sloppy, but I don't care if it's pretty as long as it's nice and bright orange so I can see it. So as that dries, let's head back to the bench and get the buzzer installed. All right, so inside the Tune RC buzzer kit, you get the little tiny buzzer with a plug adapter. Then you get the plug with 3 nice long cables. We've got black for ground, red for 3 to 5 volts, and then the white will go to the buzzer pad. Easiest way to show you is in a nice large diagram. So we are looking, here's our buzzer, there's our buzzer pad. Right next to it is a ground, and then above it is a 5 volts. On my current setup down here, what we're looking at here, there's ground, or this is our buzzer. We have ground, 5 volts. This is our for LEDs. Right now I have my 5 volt and ground being used by my RunCam thumb. But right here I have an available 5 volt and an available ground. So we are going to be using those 2 pads plus our buzzer pad. So white will go here, red here, black here. So let's get soldering. Should be pretty easy. All right, now that it is all soldered up, let's just go ahead and power it up using a smoke stopper just in case anything got crossed. And we should get, let's actually plug in our buzzer. That way we can hear it beep. Alright, and we should get nice loud beeps now instead of just motor beeps. Oops. So we got the start up. Alright, so we got motor beeps. Plug in our 69. Power up the transmitter.
Welcome to HTX. Switch warning.
Go to crossfire. All right, we have connected. All right. So I'm still only getting motor beeps. So I think we need to go into Betaflight and set up our buzzer. All right, let's do that. Go ahead, open up Betaflight, connect your drone, and we are going to go to our configuration tab first. Here is where you set up your beeper, where you can see mine is already set up, which tells me something might be wrong with my buzzer pad. So I went ahead and resoldered that signal wire to RX2. So now I'm in the CLI line, or the CLI tab. First thing you ever want to do in the CLI tab is save your CLI dump before you make any changes. That way you can always reload your CLI if something goes horribly wrong. Here in the command line, type resource. Make sure it is spelled correctly. So resource, enter. You will get a list of all of your resources. This shows you what the pad on the flight controller is actually being read as. So we are looking at resource serial RX2. And that is being read as A03, and we need to free that up. So type resource serial RX2 none. Hit enter, and then that will free up that A03 pad. And now we need to reassign A03 as our beeper. So you're going to next type in resource beeper 1, and then type that A03. And then hit enter. And that has now changed A03 instead of RX2 is now reading as a beeper. Type save, hit enter. That'll save and reboot. And then now you can disconnect from Betaflight. Alright, so for whatever reason, not sure why, when I had my beeper set to the beeper pin, oh, is that even, it's not gonna focus, is it? Anyway, so when I had it set to the beeper pin, it would not work at all. I'm not sure why. So I went ahead and set the signal wire to, come on, focus, focus. Can't really see that. Where's my diagram? Here we are. So I had to take it off for the buzzer minus, it would not work. I'm not sure if that pad is just faulty on my flight controller or what. If you do know what was going on, leave me a comment. I would love to know. But I soldered it to RX2, went into the CLI in Betaflight, reprogrammed RX2 to be my beeper, and now we have a working beeper. And now, give it a test. And we have our very loud beeper. So, looks like all is good and well. Let's go ahead and get everything put back together. Here is my sloppy paint job. Not too worried about it. should get the job done. It is very bright now. So let's go ahead and remove all of our hot glue. Should just come off super easy. All right, there we go. We have a nice high visibility drone with a nice loud beeper tucked in the back. I still need to throw some zip ties on here to secure my crossfire antenna. And yeah, I'm stoked. I think it looks great. If you don't look too close, you can't tell that it's pretty sloppy, but the point is being able to see it at a distance, and I'm stoked. I mean, look at that on camera. It looks great. So no more losing this in just the short grass. Oh, that was ridiculous. But I should be able to see this in treetops, tall grass, short grass, rocks, buildings, anywhere. I'm stoked. And the beeper, I got it working. Nice and loud. Stoked on that. So if it's really buried deep, I should be able to hear the beeper. And yeah, if you do know why my buzzer pad wasn't working, wouldn't allow the beeper to beep, let me know. I would love to know, because I scoured the internet and nothing could tell me why it didn't work. I checked it with a voltmeter. I did have power going to it. It was sending a signal, but it wouldn't beep. But soldered it to my RX2 pad, got that all configured in Betaflight, and it works great. And I'm super excited because looking for this is never fun. Never as much fun as flying it. So this should be able to keep me flying much longer with less downtime, just hunting the ground, looking for a lost drone. But if you've made it this far, thank you for watching all the way to the end. I love you, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.